Hey, hello, how's it going? Welcome to another 20 minutes till dawn video. It's me, Cranberry. And no, your eyes do not deceive you. What you're looking at here is in fact HASTUR. We're playing HASTUR now. You know me. I hate HASTUR. You probably at least dislike HASTUR. Most people don't like HASTUR, at least mechanically. Aesthetically, great character, right? Love the dream SMP mask. Great. Love that. Love the tentacles. Who doesn't love tentacles, right? But the character on debut, pretty stinky, pretty bad character. But I have been informed about something. I've been told that apparently the cap on tentacles being summoned is removed. So apparently the character's better now. We'll find out for ourselves here. We'll see, hopefully. Gotta give a quick shout out to Azure Rain for making me aware of this. Thank you very much, Azure. I do appreciate it. And I appreciate you for helping me learn how to say the word Azure correctly. That's a tough one. That's one of those classic words that's always seen but never said type deal. I thought it was Azure at first, but it's Azure. 100%. Final answer, Azure. Anyway, we're gonna play Backgun again because, you know, listen, HASTUR's supposed to be a summon-based character, so I would feel bad to not play Backgun, the best summoner weapon. Now you could argue that grenade launcher is better, but really the only thing that'll affect here is the damage of the knife and the scythe and all that good stuff, which I don't care that much about. I prefer Backgun overall. And then in this tree here, I think we're all good. Yeah, this is all fine. I didn't actually do this ahead of time, but this all looks pretty good to me. Anyway, let's hop in. We'll see how it goes. We'll play on the forest here first. And yeah. Let's get in. Let's get in. Let's see how it goes. Now, lately, my videos have been focused around predominantly getting high kill runs. That's what I've been focusing on more lately. When you get a fourth tentacle, I want to see if a fourth one shows up before these guys despawn. So right now, it looks like we're still capping out at about 3 of them, but once we get the increased summon speed perk, it should be a little bit better. I've been told apparently that it is possible now to do a pacifist run with the tentacles too, which is pretty interesting, pretty exciting. I mean, you gotta take the dragon egg here, right? For a summon build, level one dragon egg is kind of a no-brainer. Anyway, I've been told that it is possible to do a pacifist run. If I do see that the tentacles are, like, you know, whipping ass on this run, we'll maybe give it a try. Oh man, I do love double shot, but the level 2 Age Dragon, pretty good with Backgun especially, right? You know, on hit effects, poggers. Now this stealth patch is interesting, and in the patch notes for the patch, the reason why I'm calling it a stealth patch is because it didn't mention any changes to HASTUR. But it did mention that grenade launcher did get fixed. I've been complaining about it a little bit lately, that grenade launcher was bugged, and you gotta go Ghost Friend. I'm sorry, we're a summon build, we gotta go Ghost Friend. Has to be done. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Now I'm gonna avoid taking the important summon buffs until the egg hatches, because I believe, and this is something that I always mix up, so I'm probably wrong, but I believe that you need, give me the rapid fire out of these, but I believe you need the egg to hatch in order to get the buffs from other perks, which is why the Age Dragon perk specifies that getting it pre-hatch buffs the dragon still. It's weird, but I think that the other buff perks don't affect the dragon egg until it's hatched, and by that I mean you need to get the egg first, I guess. Now here I'll take a dragon bond. Here it's a pretty easy choice. It looks like it's not even adding any damage yet. I thought that the dragon bond did add some damage pre-hatch, but it looks like it's not doing anything until the dragon actually hatches from the egg, which is also fine, I guess. I don't know. I feel like I'm rambling. Sorry about that. We were talking about something more coherently before. Oh, the patches. So grenade launcher got fixed, which is really cool. Getting a little bit of swarm there. We luckily managed to barely break out in time. Get me over here, maybe? Cool, cool, cool. Yeah. I guess I'll take light weaponry here. Light weaponry should be pretty cool. Again, we are a summon-focused build. So, you know, the knives plus having sharpen should be pretty impactful, hopefully. This egg should be pretty close to hatching soon, too. We got it at, like, I want to say the 1936 mark. Somewhere around there. So we should be hatching the son of a bitch pretty quickly. I'll take power shot here. The grenade launcher got fixed. The on-hit effects now work with it correctly, which was really annoying previously. Happy that it's correct now. There were some other things in the patch notes too that were okay. Oh, you know what it is? You know what's really important? You can't glitch out a pumpkin patch anymore. That's actually a really important change. Hey, am I crazy? No, Instinct's not the capstone. Never mind. Apologies, not the capstone perk for Ghost Friend. I was gonna say, why is it here? But it's allowed to be here. I will. Obviously, we haven't gotten any HASTUR buffs yet. The tentacles, right? So they feel the same as always. Pretty low impact. You're not really doing too much for us. But I've been told that once we get the double summon on tentacles, it should be a pretty significant change to how impactful they feel. So much so that it is possible to beat the game. I'll take a train dragon here, I suppose. It's possible to beat the game as a pacifist using the tentacles and then other summons, I guess. We get HASTUR Smash here instead. Not the double summon perk. So for now, we'll just have to chill. Oh, so I wanted to talk about the high kill runs I've been going for lately. Now, what's interesting is that Jeffrey, aka Jay Gray, aka Big Man on Campus, has outdone himself and actually has managed to get a 24k kill run. Surprisingly on the pumpkin patch, which is really interesting. However, I need to talk to him about this because I'm not sure if this is before or after the changes, the pumpkin patch, the fix to being able to go out of bounds. The cool thing about being able to go out of bounds in the pumpkin patch is that all enemies you kill, the XP is immediately picked up. So you have, see how we, have all this XP on the ground that we're not picking up here? Eventually goes to the capstone, by the way, which we'll take here. So you see how we have, all of this XP on the ground that we are, potentially missing? If you manage to get out of bounds on a map like the temple or on Pumpkin Patch, hold on, by the way, we got the reindeers here. If you manage to do that, all of the XP on the ground is automatically picked up. Assuming that the enemy you're killing is also still out of bounds with you, it is possible for the enemy to actually get into bounds while you're out of bounds, and that experience will not be instantly picked up, but everything else gets instantly picked up. So, yeah, there is that. This guy is absolutely fucking toast, by the way. Don't know how helpful tentacles are for us right now. It's sort of the eternal problem with HASTUR as a character is that you really just can't tell how important it is that you even have the tentacles, how much damage they're doing, whatever, right? You just can't really tell. I think Tome of Elasticity is pretty good with the bats, so I think we can take that here. We lose HP, but that's okay. The bats already innately have one bouncing shot, and then the piercing ones pierce indefinitely, so that's already fine. Right, the cadence shots. But going from 1 innate bounce to 3 innate bounces, and we lose, 25% bullet damage, that should be fine. That should be net big damage for us, hopefully, as long as the bats don't despawn. So we're going to want to probably find, well, Energetic Friends, obviously, is really good here. So is Backshot, too. Who doesn't love, some back shots? But, more importantly, brain broke. Sorry, hold on. What was I saying? More importantly, this sets us up for wait, what am I talking about? I actually don't know what I'm talking about anymore. My brain is breaking before your very eyes. Give me Frost Mage. Let me out of here. Energetic Friends is really good. It's better than Backshot sets us up for the thing. Help, Fusillade. I'm struggling here. It sets us up for Fusillade. That's extremely true, right? But it's, you know, not that important. Just 50% attack speed is just sick. I definitely want that before we take Backshot here. But Backshot, great. Very good pickup for sure. I mean, Rubber Bullets is also pretty good here. I don't think Split Fire here, though. Oh, so another thing I want to talk about is the state of content creation right now for me, right? A lot of things kind of... I'm bouncing a lot of shit off the walls, basically. I'm doing a lot of stuff. I'm doing a lot of variety. I'm not saying I'm never playing Monster Train again, but I am slowly but surely starting to slowly back away from it. I'll still be doing a little bit, but like the last Monster Train video kind of tanked. And if you've noticed, I've been playing a new game called Repetitium. What is it called? Fuck. I actually forgot the name of the game. Hold on. Steam? What is the name of the game? Repetitium? Is that what it is? Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Repetendium. I'm so fucking stupid. So I've been playing a new... give me Frostbite, by the way. I've been playing a new game called Repetendium. It's really good, despite me forgetting what the name is. I promise you it's really good. And viewership-wise, it's been doing really good on the channel. The algorithms kind of picked it up a little bit. Much more so than normal. That's been pretty exciting. That's been pretty cool. This game, obviously, is still doing pretty well for me, right? Viewership-wise. Obviously, it's fallen off a little bit. That's to be expected with a game like this, right? You catch a wave when it first comes out, and then people get bored of the game, which is perfectly fine, right? That's normal. That's good. Give me Rubber Bullets. Actually, we're going bounce build today. But yeah, that's all normal stuff. That's not weird. That's expected. But the videos are still doing great viewership wise, right? I am very, very happy with how 20 minutes is on the channel. And what I wanted to talk about here is I'm trying to get back into live streaming a little bit more. I've found... So here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? Live streaming is weird. I don't have a big audience, right? And I don't want to make excuses, right? One thing you'll see, a lot of... I don't want to say unsuccessful streamers, but a common, like an annoying bit of complaining that I hear is something to the effect of like, oh man, if I had like an audience that I could like kind of bounce off of, I'd be such a huge streamer, man. Like that mentality. I don't want to say I find it. What was the word I want to look for here? Fucking stupid. That's how it's true in a sense, right? Obviously, if you have like an audience of people to like engage with, it's easier, right? But the people who are like, oh man, trust me, bro, if I actually had people watching me, this shit would be crazy. But I just can't do it by myself. It's just like, it's defeatist, but it's also just like, I don't want to be mean. But you sound stupid. You sound dumb, right? But the preface. So what I'm trying to say here, though, is that I don't have a big audience while I stream, and I think the reason is that I'm not very good at you know, streaming. I don't think I'm that good at streaming. I think I struggle. I can like, this video is gonna be roughly 25 minutes long. I can keep up a monologue arguably well for that long. Beyond that, once I get into like the 45 to an hour range there of having to talk consistently, everything falls apart. And That's my shortcoming. That's not like a, you know, oh, trust me, bro, if I had this audience that I don't currently have, I'd be better at this. And it's like, yeah, sure, but like, I don't. Anyway, sorry. I'm complaining about something that is almost definitely not relevant to you, the viewer, whatsoever right now. What I'm trying to get to is I found a game that I think I can stream for long periods of time without having to worry about the engagement too much, because the game itself is just so engaging that it more or less does the job for me. Right? So what I'm trying to do here is talk about that, I guess. I've talked about it before in videos. I don't know if I've ever talked about it in 20-minute videos specifically, so if you're watching this and you've only watched the 20-minute videos, I don't expect you to know this beforehand, but I like Pokemon. Not as like a fan of like Pokemon as like the series, but I just like I like competitive Pokemon. I like it because I think it's fun. I don't care about the main games. I mostly play Pokemon on Showdown, aka Smogon's browser-based competitive Pokemon platform, I guess. So I like Pokemon from a competitive standpoint. I don't care much for the games themselves. But Pokemon has one of the most interesting ROM hack scenes in existence, I would say. Up there with, like, I guess Mario. I don't know if you cause Mario has a couple of different, like, it has like, you have Super Mario 3 ROM hacks, you have Super Mario World ROM hacks. I think Super Mario World has the like most prolific ROM hacking scene, but I think most people consider like the Kaizo Mario ROM hacking scene kind of just like all as one genre, not so much as the specific games. In the same sense about how, you know, people don't really distinguish between like Gen 3 ROM hacks and Gen 4 ROM hacks and stuff like that. But anyway, Pokemon has a ROM hacking scene that I would say rivals Mario. Maybe not as big, but really cool and interesting. We're taking here, by the way. I guess I'll take Siege. Or maybe we want Dual Wield. Let's just take Dual Wield for Summon Mastery. What's in here, by the way? Okay, so now we got double summons. Let's take a second here. Let's stop shooting for a bit, and let's see how well our summons pop off here if we have double tentacles. Let's see if they can get the job done here. As you can see, we do now have 4. Okay, we still have the Splinter. I just realized we have Splinter bats triggering right now, which is actually pretty cool. These are not us shooting or bouncing. These are just bats that are spawning from enemies dying, which is really interesting. I mean, I guess they're getting the job done. I don't know if it's the tentacles or if it's just like Splinter proliferating, basically. That's kind of interesting, isn't it? Yeah, we don't have to shoot. I don't think this is like the tentacles necessarily doing any work here. I think this is we've, you know, hit critical mass on how strong this bat gun run is, and it can now just sustain itself, which is really, I find this very fascinating. But anyway, whatever. Let's go back to shooting. So yeah, so there's actually, I spent so much time rambling about the prolific ROM hacking scene, but it's not really so much a ROM hack as this is a randomizer. Give me Shatter here, I guess. It's not the thing I've been planning on streaming now isn't really so much a ROM hack as much as it is just like a randomizer of a vanilla fire red ROM, I guess. So there's a thing. Let me start over here again. So there's a thing called a Kaizo Ironmon run. The premise being is just like a if you're familiar with like Nuzlocke runs, it's a Nuzlocke on, you know, veteran difficulty mode or whatever, right? It's a Nuzlocke run cranked up to the nth degree. It's really cool. It's really fun. It's really tough. I made 20 attempts yesterday, or not yesterday. When did I do this? I did this Sunday, and so this was like this is coming out Tuesday. So I guess 3 days ago, kinda. Hold on. No, 2 days ago. So I did a stream 2 days ago for you, the viewer here. Now, give me some magic lens, I suppose. I did a stream 2 days ago, where I did 20 attempts at this super difficult mode, and the farthest I got was the first Pokemon that Brock had. It is very difficult. It's very cool. I enjoy it a lot. But for perspective, the person who invented the premise of the run, because this is all self-imposed rules basically on a Nuzlocke run, based more or less. The person who invented this has a little over 7,000 attempts, and they have not beaten it yet, which is very funny to me. It's also really cool, I feel like, too. And there's people who have like beaten it in like a couple hundred attempts, and he's on attempt, like, I actually looked recently, he's on like attempt 7,100 or something. That's pretty wild. What are we talking about again? Oh yeah, so the thing. So the way the run works, you first off is randomized. So every single Pokemon is random, right? As far as what Pokemon can exist on a route, right? So you go to the first area, the Pokemon there are replaced with a different Pokemon. Now it's the same Pokemon in the route, right? Like, let's say for example, in a normal Pokemon game on Fire Red, the first route has a Pidgey and a Rattata. Those are the Pokemon that can exist there, and that's the only ones you can see on the first route. In this game, when you randomize it, you might get... also, definitely give me Tome of Rage here. Absolutely. In this game, on your first route, you might see a Nidoqueen and a Jirachi. Right? They can appear on your first route instead. So, like... And it's only those two Pokemon can exist on your first route, right? All trainer Pokemon are randomized. All movesets are randomized. All stats are randomized, right? And what that means is that the way Pokemon work is that there's Summon Mastery, by the way. It took you long enough. The way that the Pokemon work is that their stats, it's not like a random number generated to make their stats. Their base stat total has to equal what their original base stat total was. So, for example, if you have a Charizard, right? Charizard has, like, decent physical and special attack. I think it's, like, a good mixed attacker, but, like, somewhat low defensive stats. You might get a Charizard that has high defense instead, but its overall stats will add up to be the same as the original Charizard, right? That makes sense, I'm sure. You understand what I'm saying. So, anyway, so Pokemon stats are randomized, moves are randomized. Everything's random. I guess give me refraction here. I don't know. Doesn't really matter too much. We'll try to shoot through the magic lens. We've already run this one, by the way, like very clearly. Again, I don't know if this was tentacles. This really felt like it was more just Batgun taking over the run here. Am I crazy? I thought we already took Siege. Oh. Hold on. Here's Siege. I'm crazy. We did not take Siege already. Yeah, it's not here. It's definitely not here. Okay. Cool. Whatever. Oh, I am crazy. I am crazy. It's not here. I have false memories implanted in me by the government, obviously. So yeah, I've been doing Nuzlocke runs, did 20 attempts, got to Brock, died to the first Pokemon. It was tragic. Everyone keeps making fun of me in the chat the whole time. It's brutal. And it's very fun. I've had a lot of fun streaming it. I feel like it's something I can actually stream well. I'm good at Pokemon to begin with, not to brag too much, not to get on my not to be too braggadocious about it, but I am good at Pokemon. So I have a good understanding of the game. It's just been really interesting, and I want to beat it. Yeah. Apparently not very few people have beaten it. I think If I had to guess, I would say probably, and this is just a rough estimate. If I had to guess, I'd say like maybe 50 people have beaten it. So I want to be in there. I want to get in there. It seems like a fun, cool challenge. Give me focal point, whatever. Who cares? And if that's not interesting to you, hey, no hard feelings. But you don't have to be a Pokemon fan to like enjoy what's happening, because it is pretty random. It is just, it's more so the experience of seeing me get stomped on over and over and over again for an entire stream. And like it, so much funny shit has happened. Like it's good for like creating narratives. Right, like right now, after just one stream, just 20 attempts in, I already hate Jigglypuff. I have a big rivalry against Jigglypuff, like the concept as a Pokemon. Hate Jigglypuff. Slowbro sucks. Like it's just cool. It's been really fun. And I would just say, come check the stream out. I've been doing them. I've been doing the streams on predominantly on Sundays, sometimes on Wednesdays if I get a chance, but not super reliably. And I want to try to stream a little bit more if possible too. So yeah, keep an eye out. And hey, you know what? There's always a link in the description of every video to my Twitch channel. Maybe just hold on. I'll take heavy weaponry here, I guess, if you're gonna make me. But you know, maybe follow the Twitch, maybe join the Discord, because the only thing I use the Discord for, the Discord channel link thing, the only thing I use it for really is just to make announcements for when I'm doing live streams. So if you want like an actual notification, you can join the Discord. If you're someone who is more active on Twitch, you can follow there. And I will say, I did, you know, for a little while, I was trying to do some YouTube live streams. But the last time I tried to do a YouTube live stream, I had a really big issue with bots. I'm not saying I'm never coming back, and I do actually want to try to come back again for some Pokemon live streams sometime soon. I'm just worried that there's gonna be more bot issues. But I'm gonna try to do one maybe this Wednesday if I get a chance, just as like an experiment to see if there's any more bot issues again. But just keep an eye out, maybe, if you're interested. I don't know, whatever. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. I don't know. HASTUR, I don't know how I feel about HASTUR. Maybe she's better. I mean, she is better, right? She's obviously a little bit better. I'd have to, like, try to see if I can actually make a pacifist run work. Because maybe it does. I don't know. But anyway, thanks for watching. Goodbye.